time for that. I know you shouldn't get on your time. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all like how my lips look? Hi, Kaya. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. As y'all can see, your girl is giving you that new look. Um, Let me turn my light on. Get some. Hold on. All right, here we go. Put a little light on it. So y'all see my new look this morning. I'm doing that JT signature lipstick. How look? Is it pinking? Am I pinking this morning? I put it on yesterday. I think I did it wrong, but I did it right today. Y'all come on, let's get into it. Get in here. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't want to be here too long. I wasn't able to get on yesterday. I apologize for that. Just want to chime into this story real quick. Good morning. What do you do on your YouTube channel? I dance. I post videos, and I'm here talking to you. That's what I do. And blog on stories. Trying to find. Thank you. Appreciate the subscribe. Y'all make sure if you would like to support, thank you by subscribing. If you would like to support financially, you can do super chats, super stickers. You could buy me a coffee. I haven't did that in a while. I don't even know what's on there to buy me a coffee. And you also can send it to my Cash App. $ lovely G1. So my goal today is 5. I'm setting a goal today, 5 for super chats and super stickers. And if you would like to become a member, subscribe to my channel, I would definitely appreciate that as well too. We're gonna give it a few minutes to give everybody a chance to wake up wherever everybody at to get in and chime in on the chat. I have 12 peoples in here, and I only have 1 people that liked it. So can you all click out, come back in, hit the like button to support my channel. Okay, have you all been following the story about I'm gonna get it? Y'all got 2 minutes, so I have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Doggone it. Try not to be on here long today. All right, we got 1 minute. So let's get into it. I have 12 in. I'm not going to hold you. I don't want to be here all day, all morning. I have things to do. But as some of you know, there are 2 topics that's really been blowing up on the, not, I ain't going to use that word. I don't mean it that way. So don't flag my channel. That's been brewing over the internet. There are a lot of topics, but these 2 in particular, the one I spoke about Wednesday was no, Monday, the little boy that was snatched off his bike. So there's a video out where apparently, so I just want to know what's your input, your take. I need y'all to hit, I have 12 people in here. And I need you all to hit the button here. Come on, y'all. Y'all wake up. I'm still gonna do my video. I'm still gonna do my video react whether anyone in here or not. So y'all come on. Where's the support? I'm not gonna let this discourage me. I'm gonna get into it. Well, anyways, there's a story about the 7-year-old little boy, little Jamal. And as we all know, little Jamal was seen He was seen riding his bicycle. So on July the 11th, little Jamal was riding his bike. Um, and in the video, you can see him riding on the sidewalk, and there's a white Jeep parked on the side of the of the road, and this particular vehicle kept riding back and forth. So in the first video that we see that the camera caught from the house. So as the little boy is riding, but what you don't see in this, there's another video out where there's another car that's riding along with the little boy while he's on his bicycle. But the house is being watched by this Jeep. So they get out, and what you still don't see, these guys, masked men, jump out this vehicle. And as they jumping out the vehicle, and in this video you don't see it, where the dad having an altercation with some guys, but when the dad pulls up, this vehicle blocks the dad off. Some guys jump out, start chasing the dad. The dad run, but the baby is on, hear me, the little Jamal is still on his bike. So these gunmen get out, chase the dad run in the house, leave the little boy. So he get left. So when the dad run in the house, the men that jumped out the vehicle held the little boy at put a pew pew on him and took the kid. So everybody is saying in certain videos that they felt like, they're calling the dad a bad dad. Definitely the dad, whatever he had going on in his life, definitely I feel the dad put the little kid in a bad situation, because this situation could have turned, it could have went so wrong. But I'm gonna play the video now so you all can see the video. And I need to try to find the other video as they showing these guys with the pew pew chasing the dad. But this one is gonna be where the little boy is on the bike. And we'll get into it because I need to look up the other video. So, but my question, what I'm trying to probe to everyone is, as we see the video, do you think the dad should have ran and left the kid, or you don't think do you think because the dad ran and left him, do it makes him a bad father? The way I looked at it, I see gunmen. This just me. When I thought about the whole thing about the dad, when the dad ran, I think the dad had a better chance. And it looks real bad. Yes, it does. It looks real bad. But I think by the daddy getting away, he probably was thinking that they wouldn't harm the kid. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to think from that perspective. And I feel like the dad probably had a better chance. Like, if I could get away, not thinking that they were going to do anything to the kid, he'll be good. But instead, the dad got away, but they took the kid. I think that if the dad would have stayed there trying to defend the situation, the people that had the pew pews, because basically he was outnumbered, and I feel like the people that had the pew pew, the two or three, it was a driver and two others jumped out, and they was already firing off rounds with their pew pews. So I feel like if the daddy would have tried to defend the situation, it would have turned real bad. And I feel like they still would have took the kid, and hopefully pray to God that it could have went real bad for the little kid if the dad didn't get away. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think it makes him a bad dad? I think the dad really put the kid in a bad situation. I believe that. So we're gonna play the first video. I'm gonna show the first video. See if y'all can hear this. Hold on, cause you can see this gonna be a real quick video. Hold on, it's 40 seconds. So in this video, it's really hard to sit here and hear this and listening to this. So in the beginning, because of there's another video out here. So I'm trying to find the video. I seen it this morning. 7-year-old boy. Boy. 7 year. Good morning. Yes, it's very sad. I'm trying to find the video now. It just I'm trying to find the video 7-year-old dad kid now. I'm trying to find the why. Sonya, what is you talking about? Don't come over here with all this craziness. If you've been following the story, you know what's going on. It's a video. Don't you see me doing a video? Come on. Why I ain't calling for help? Go on, because now you finna get on my nerves. I'm trying to find a video where the dad is actually where they're actually there's a video that surfaced with the dad. Okay. Let's see. Wednesday 12 News. Let me search Wednesday. Hold on, give me a minute. Trying to find this video for y'all. This is the about the little boy that got kidnapped. Good morning, Cara. I can't find a video. Oh, I got it. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So, there's another video out. This video comes from the Wednesday News. So there's another new video that has surfaced that's showing the Wednesday News where the dad was actually with the little boy. So I'm trying to bring up that video. Hold on.
Statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail.
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to get to the video.
Police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection
Thank you,
to
Cara.
this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police...
Okay.
A 7-year-old. This new video, 12 News obtained Monday. Abduction.
And police.
So I did find the other video. So y'all come in and tap that screen. Thank you for everyone that showed up for me this morning. Thank you for your support this morning. Not sure who all in here, but guess what? Look, we still gonna continue to do what we gotta do. So I have a second video. So Cara, what I was talking about earlier, there's a second video that surfaced, right? When we first seen the story about the 7-year-old little boy, all we seen was a kid outside riding on his bicycle, and it looked like just a typical day of a 7-year-old outside playing. You know how we let the kids go outside and play. So we talked about that in a prior video, how we got to watch our kids. But the catch to this, new videos coming out that the dad had something to do about it. The dad knew. So it makes a lot of sense that in the video, it would just look like a stranger danger type of situation with the little kid as the vehicle, as we all, it was, this video is fair use. All the information that I'm using is fair use, news reporting, opinionated. That's what this and video react. So we're opinionating our opinion based on a story that went viral that happened on July the 7th, where seven-year-old little Jamal was outside riding on his bicycle. So as the video was unfolding, we all assumed that little Jamal on a typical day, little 7-year-old just outside riding on his bicycle. And it looked at as if there was a stranger danger alert, as if the individual was sitting in front of the house, watching this 7-year-old to make his move to take this kid and snatch this baby up. And the way it looked at as if these peoples or persons have been watching this house for a while. They know that this a little kid there. They know this kid stay outside. But there's a new video that has arrived, like came out, showing everything, I guess, from a different angle. So from this other video, we're gonna look at it so you all can see it, your opinion. I want to hear from you how you feel about it. Do you think so? I just want to, based on the video that we're gonna show, based on your opinion, how you think, how you feel about it. Do you think? Well, I'm gonna say I feel like the daddy put the kid in a very bad situation, a dangerous situation. So in the video, we're gonna see this white Jeep watching this car, watching the house. Yeah, so you're gonna see this white Jeep sitting in front of this house. But I'm gonna go back and show the first video where it just looked like a typical day of a little boy outside riding riding his bicycle. And then in the video, you're gonna hear this kid screaming and hollering. Okay, but in the next video, you're gonna see the same Jeep, but then you're gonna see men with pew-pews in their hand, and they're popping off shots at the dad. But come to find out, they were saying that the dad was driving alone. I'm assuming the little kid was outside playing. The daddy was coming home, and I think of this car was sitting there waiting on the dad to get there. So as the little boy from what I seen in the video, the little boy riding on the bike, the daddy coming along in the car, the white Jeep sitting there waiting for the dad. So when the other white car come up, which would be the dad, coming up, this white Jeep blocks the dad off. The dad jumps out. The daddy jumps out his vehicle and runs in the house. And as the daddy is running in the house, the daddy leaves the kid outside, the little 7-year-old little boy. So the 7-year-old little boy, but these guys are pew-pewing at the dad. So the dad run in the house, but the baby is left outside with the two men masked up with the pew-pews in their hand. I'm going to let y'all see. But my question, after we watch these videos, do you think the daddy was wrong for leaving the kid? I feel like, my opinion, I feel like, and I'm going to let y'all watch it too. And I'm going to give my opinion first, and then I want y'all to watch it. But I'm going to give my opinion first. To me, when I watched the video, I think that the dad probably was thinking, I got to protect my kid. I want to move the danger away from him. How long is my opinion? You ain't even got to be here. How about that? So let me show you how long my opinion. That's how long my opinion is. So I feel like the dad was trying to remove the danger away from the kid. And I think that's why he ran in the house. Some don't believe it. You know, the dad getting a lot of backlash. But I believe that the dad was trying to remove the danger from the child. But I don't think the dad think that they was going to kidnap the kid. So that's just me, my take on it, my opinion. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to go back to the first video where it looked like a normal, typical day where little Jamal was riding his bike. So let's get to it. Let me see. Let me get back to it. I'm just giving everybody a chance to get in. I think I'm going to play this one.
Be black or be white.
Oh, God. Out of all things that came up.
Be Russian or be Mexican.
Really?
Be German or be French.
We don't want that. I'm coming, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. I had it up earlier. I'm trying to get to the video. Y'all bear with me. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for right here. Hold on. Okay, you can actually see the white car riding along with the little boy on the bike. So I didn't realize that. Okay, hold on. Dang, video, this thing going so fast. I can't stop it. Okay. It's going so fast, y'all. Hold on. This one going so fast. Hold on. You can't hardly see it. I need to find a better video. Because I want y'all to see the... Let me try to see if I can pull it closer. Because it's going so fast. Okay, I'm going to hold it this way because you can see it better when I hold it straight up. I'm going to let it play again too so you can see the... But I'm going to let it play again so y'all can see the white car following the little boy. Did y'all see the first white car that passed by? That's the Jeep. Okay, that's the first video. Cause when we first seen it, we didn't really understand what was going on in the video. And like I said, it just looked like a typical day. And now it's making more sense that more videos are out. So in the beginning, you could see the little boy. You could see the white car. So the white car, that's the little boy on the sidewalk in the white car is passing, riding with the little boy. But then you see the Jeep just sitting there watching the little boy. So that's when you see the Jeep do the turn after they see the car pass by and do like a turn in the road. So the Ring camera caught this on tape. So what we don't see out of view on this video is where when the Jeep turns, and I guess when the guy is on his way going home a few doors down, the Jeep blocks the dad off in the vehicle, and he gets out and he run, and that's why you can hear the screams of the little boy calling for his dad, because there are two men, masked men, jump out with pew-pews in their hand. And when the daddy runs in the house, the baby is vulnerable in the situation. And this is where the little 7-year-old little Jamal got snatched up. So in the beginning, we really didn't understand what was going on. So the Ring camera caught it. So now I'm finna play another video from a different angle so you all can see that. So let's get into that. So let me pull that one up. Give me a minute to pull it up. I got to go back and pull that video up. I think I got to go to Facebook to get that one. What's going on here? It's like you be all over the world trying to find these videos. Okay. Kenya, good morning. Appreciate y'all being here with me this morning. So let me go back and find the second video. I gotta go back to the video. I just had it. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all support. So let me see what this video showing.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, it's like I still can't rest, because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. Two people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on...
All right. So it's another video. Oh, that's better right there.
I knew it. This story was very sketchy. And now you're saying that it was...
All right. So now that we have a better understanding about the story. Because in the beginning, it just looked like a random abduction, like we talked about the last time, a random abduction. As you see, the white vehicle that was riding along with the little boy as he was coming from the park, it was the dad. But the white Jeep that was sitting there watching was a driver, two masked men, and we see what happened. They blocked the driveway in, so you could still you could tell that the car got there before the little boy got after the dad. So you could see the dad jumping out the car, so we already know they're aiming at the dad, pew pewing at the dad. But when the dad ran and got away, they felt like the son was for ransom. So do you all think that the daddy did put the baby in a situation? So I'm sure he knows exactly what's going on. I feel like that's why it was so easy for them to get the little boy back the way they did, because the dad already knew. And thank God, like we say, thank God for the surveillance camera. So do you all feel like, because I think they sells a lot of videos out stating that that the older dad left his son on a particular day, like something like that. You take your kid. Not sure what the dad situation is, because I don't want to speculate the dad situation. But do you think the dad was wrong for leaving the kid? What are y'all opinion on that? Based on the videos, what do y'all think? What do y'all tell me what y'all think? I think the dad got himself into trouble that caught up with him and probably ran in the house without even realizing the child was still outside because so much was happening. Um, um, I don't think he left. He knew the little boy was there. The baby didn't get in the house before him, because remember when I showed y'all the first white car, you could see the little boy on the bicycle, and then you could see another white car trailing. That was the dad. The dad already knew that the little boy was outside, but the white Jeep was watching. So by the time the daddy pulled in the driveway, the white car, the Jeep came and blocked the driveway off. So the daddy was already in the driveway before the little boy even got in the yard. I don't think the dad had a chance to even, cause soon as the masked men got out, they started pew pewing at the dad. So I don't even think the dad like even. I think in his mind, let me try to make it into the house, because they were definitely pew pewing at the dad. So by this time, the baby was trying to run. So you could see them chasing the little boy in the driveway, but you could see the daddy run, but the little boy was coming up behind him. But I don't know if he didn't think that, yeah, too, but I don't know how he didn't think the baby was in there. But the little boy, the guy snatched the little boy and put him back in the thing. So I think that's why they probably was able to. That's why if you somebody and you out there and you know that you living a life that's not right, you don't understand that living a lifestyle, that street life, that street lifestyle, you don't know, you putting everybody in a situation, your whole family. Because as we seen, people was running out the house, and that could have went so wrong. That situation could have been unalive. It could have been multiple people unalive. Even that little 7-year-old little boy whose life has changed tremendously. And whatever the situation is and whatever the dad is in, he gonna have to speak up and speak out, because that's real dangerous what happened, because his child life could have been taken. Family members he was going to the aunt's house. People in the house could have got hurt because of his actions and what's going on. Because when you out there living that lifestyle like that, and when people trying to harm you, they don't care to what extent what they'll do to get what they want. And when you live in that type of lifestyle, and I'm just saying allegedly, in my opinion, we already know what time it is. If you got masked men and gunsmen, we already know he probably was living a lifestyle that involves so many things. So when you out there in that world and you living that fast life like that, that's what comes with it. Your family get put in situation. Everybody around you get put in situations. And now you was in the dad was in a vulnerable state, and he was in a vulnerable situation that you couldn't even protect your own kid in the midst of everything that was going on. As a father, it made you feel lesser than a father. Now you feeling lesser than a man. Because now here it is, you unarmed, and you can't even protect your kid. And now because of your actions, you don't put your child in a situation. You don't even know if your child even going to return home safe. You don't even know that. So we got to be so mindful of the things that we do, our lifestyle, who involves the lifestyle, who can get hurt in the process of just your life, the way you living your life reckless. So we already know, I'm just saying allegedly, assuming that we know that the daddy was living a reckless life. I think the dad in some trouble, and he put the kid in a terrible situation. The dad left his guards down. Sad, sorry. The dad need to speak up immediately. I agree with you, Miss Gigi. For real. He definitely put that baby in a hi Annie chasing the child. Yes. Definitely. Dude, can you imagine the trauma that this kid gonna have? Here it is, a vulnerable baby on a beautiful day, leaving the park, and now and that's what they did. Like you said, the dad guards was down. He was in a vulnerable situation, probably at the park with his kid, not even knowing that he's been watched. They didn't thank God. I feel like the cameras, and they were able to get access to those cameras, and that's why the family, because they didn't put the Amber Alert out until later. They didn't put the Amber Alert. That's why the family was able to get the flyers. It was the family who took it to social media, and they printed out the flyers, and they got it out there. So thank God for the fast action of the family members and the aunt getting those papers and getting everything printed up and printed out, and not waiting on, because sometimes the system can fail us. You get what I'm saying? They want to do their detective work, but every hour was of the essence. Every hour was ticking to get this 7-year-old back home safe. So being that the family was quick and swift with getting those flyers out, putting that Jeep out there, putting it and taking it straight to social media. They took it straight to social media. And I feel like that's why they were so quick to be able to get the baby back fast as they did. And the cameras helped a lot. And it helped from different angles. But thank God the little boy was safe. But that's definitely going to cause a lot of trust issues and trauma. Yes. And when we talk about traumas, and that'll lead into our next topic about the young lady. The young lady, the McDonald girl, that like the traumas. And like I said, anytime, like, we could talk about a story, but you got to be able to get to the root of it. You got to be able to get to the root of the problem and what's going on. And that's what, here it is, how your life can be. That's just like with me. I was living my life, having a good time, enjoying my kids. And then one night I get a call. Somebody screaming in my phone, screaming and telling me to hurry up, because there has been something just real bad just happened where my grandmama lived, and then it involved my son, and then it involved my cousin. But the outcome wasn't good. So that was traumatic for me. Even to this day, I still can hear the screams. To this day, I still don't know the young lady who called my phone. For some reason, I don't know why this young lady won't come forward. Maybe she don't remember. but it was traumatic. So no matter, even though it's been 19 years for me, with someone unaliving my son and my little cousin and taking their innocent life, but it's still traumatic for me. Leading up to, the anniversary date of what happened to my son, I could still hear the screams. I could still hear the young lady. I could still hear her. Like when the event's coming up, I could still hear the girl screaming at my phone, screaming, Miss Gigi, hurry up, come. So it never goes away. It's still trauma there. But I've learned how to kind of filter through, my traumas. But everybody don't know how to filter through trauma. And when trauma is unexpected, especially with this little kid, he's not even he's a baby. We know the kid, he's gonna need counseling. This baby probably having nightmares. He's probably afraid to go to parks. He probably don't even want to, just something that's just riding on a typical day, just going outside riding his bicycle. The baby probably don't even want to ride a bicycle. Every time he see a bicycle, every time the baby see a white vehicle, you get what I'm saying? There is so much trauma there that we don't understand. Just those little tangible things like that would traumatize this kid. If he see a person with a hoodie on, he's traumatized. Every little piece of event that surrounded that baby during that time, there's trauma there. And a lot of times people don't understand, if you don't get the help you need or get people the help that they need, it'll lead up to that situation with that young lady. And we're gonna dive into that. I probably won't get into it today. But I like talking about this situation with the little baby because I want to focus on the trauma, what trauma can do, what it can lead up to if it's not dealt with immediately. You also never get over trauma or grief. You just have to learn to live with it. Yes. You are you are right. Blessed chosen, good morning. Blessed chosen, good morning. So trauma can start so early. Trauma can start even so early as a baby. It could start early. So, and if it's not dealt with, it can lead up to some other things. It could lead up to trauma. It could lead up to sending somebody into a dark place to where they're battling and they're fighting their own demons. You get what I'm saying? So they outlet of not getting the help that they need. So with trauma, they turn to music. They probably turn to other things that are relatable to what their traumas are. And some things that you think that are relatable, it's not really relatable. And this goes into the young lady. And prayers go out to that mother, that the manager, the mom. So we're not excusing the behavior of the young girl, but I just want to, I'm going to get off of here at 11, but tomorrow we're going to do recap. We're going to recap, and then we're going to get into the story about the young girl from the McDonald's. But I just want to speak on that, with that situation about the dad. And now this baby got to deal with this, and that's what happened with this young girl. We haven't even got to the root of her situation. Like, where's her family? Where is she from? And another thing coming up, where's the roommate? Because she did make threats towards the roommates because of things that he did to her. How did this girl even end up being roommate with a creepy guy like that? She had a dark side too. So it was crazy. And what would make her wanna go live with a creepy guy? And like she said, don't make her do it. But we'll get more into her situation. But I just want to talk more about little Jamal, the situation with the dad. There's a lot to be uncovered. I'm glad. And the dad, I believe they were able to make a quick arrest because The dad, I feel like the dad knew those men, those pew pew men. The dad knew them, and I feel like that's why they were able to. If you, nah, baby, I ain't doing no screaming, and I don't need you to. If I got to scream for you to subscribe, no. So even with the dad, I feel like they were able to make a quick arrest the way they did because the dad knew who those men were. He knew those masked men. He knew them. So he was well aware of who they were. So I believe that. But my heart goes out to little Jamal. I hope they get this baby some type of excuse me. I hope they get this baby some type of help. He's gonna need counseling. He's gonna have to go through, some things. So we got 15 minutes in here, but tomorrow I definitely will be back tomorrow. So we could talk. I'm gonna dive more into Gigi. Yeah, the father knew. Yeah, he knew. Blessed chosen. He knew. He knew them, and that's why it was so. I believe. Know what too? Blessed chosen. I don't know if Cara and y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong. I believe when the daddy was trailing his son, when the little boy was on the bicycle from the park, and when the daddy was riding, I believe the daddy knew when he seen that Jeep. That's why he was well aware. Because if you notice, we didn't see that angle, but the daddy got in the yard quicker than in the car. He pulled up quicker than because the baby was on the bicycle, but the daddy pulled up. He knew, he knew he. So you could tell that he watched his surrounding because he knew. And by the time they turned around, he was already in the yard to give him a better chance of jumping out. But I don't think he believed. I don't think he thought that they would take the baby. You get what I'm saying? But you can't never say what nobody would do, but he probably had a better chance of escaping because he probably didn't think that they would hurt his kid, and he had a better chance of getting in the house because they definitely was trying to do something to the dad. They definitely was trying to do something to him because they came out popping shots at him. Looking good, girl. They definitely was there on a mission. Don't worry about locking the door, Mom. You could close it. You could tell that they came on a mission to handle something, and I feel like the daddy knew that, and he knew. Cause I feel like if he wouldn't have ran in the house, they probably would have. Cause they came out popping shots at the daddy. I think that was the plan. Was to. You think so? Okay, but what? Okay, you say you think it was a plan. Good morning, Jasmine. Okay, but what if? Let's just say it wasn't in the plan. Let's just say I could, and I'm gonna think from this perspective, and I'm not saying you wrong, but I'm just piggyback because every time somebody say something, it's like these thoughts. Okay, you say you think it was in the plan. How about let's just say if the little baby wasn't in the plan? To me, when I see it playing out, I think the baby de-escalated the situation a little bit because I feel like if the baby wasn't on the bicycle, I feel like they would have did a drive-by. I feel like they would have pew pew as he was coming home. I feel like they would have pew pew him while they would have trapped him inside the vehicle because understand they blocked him. So they turned and they blocked and they started pew pewing at him soon as he jumped out. But remember, the baby wasn't in the yard yet after they started pew pewing him at him. And I think the baby kind of stalled because they knew so they already know they see the baby on the bicycle. And they jumped out before the little boy came in the yard. They was already jumping out, running up towards the dad, pew pewing. And by this time, you could see the baby running up, the little boy running up. Because I think if that baby wasn't on that bicycle, I think the dad wouldn't be here today. I think that little boy saved his daddy's life. And it seemed like, and it's sad that the baby had to be put in a situation like that. But I really believe that baby saved his daddy's life. And sometimes you have people that's really evil. Hey, Jasmine. You have people that's really evil, don't care, and they don't care who involved, children and all. But I thank God that those masked men didn't have a heart of a unaliving and that they wouldn't do harm. But I think that was the biggest mistake. Because they knew if we get this baby, we know he coming. So they basically was trying to lure, I think they was trying to, when they took the baby, I think they was trying to lure the dad to them. But I'm glad that they allow law enforcement to step in. But the baby definitely going to be traumatized. You can hear this baby screaming for his daddy. Daddy, daddy, daddy. And in the other video, you could tell that the daddy knew that he let his baby down. You put your child in a bad situation. That baby, that little boy is going to be traumatized for the rest of his life. But, you know, they're going to have to continue to keep prayed up, get him therapy, get him counseling, get him everything that he needs. Yeah, this a very touching story, but I'm glad that the story didn't turned out good. And I believe that being that everything is caught on camera, the family acted real swift, that it saved this baby life. And they know if they would have did something to that baby, if they would have did something to the baby, because the daddy already know, so they knew they couldn't harm him. They knew they couldn't harm him. But that's a kidnapping. That's kidnapping. So they basically got kidnapping charges and everything. Y'all kidnapping and y'all fired off shots. So that's my take. I appreciate everybody. We got a few more minutes. I'm gonna hop off in here by 11. I appreciate those of you. Jasmine, thank you for coming in. Blessed and Chosen, thank you. Annie, thank you. Cara, thank you. Annie, thank you. Kenya, if you still here, thank you so much. Great one-on-one. I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you. Lock in. Thank you so much. Frida, Kaya. I appreciate everybody that came in and show you girls some support today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So based on that, so what are y'all intake? Yes, he did put his son in a bad situation. That was sad. Yes, blessed chosen. He definitely did. We just gonna think outside the box. And that's what I like to do. I like to think, you know, I'm a thinker. I definitely think that the baby de-escalated the situation, because if you look closely at the video, one man is shooting at the dad and the little boy starts running and the other one goes to chase him. Exactly. But when you see it, if you look at it again, Annie, I don't know if you're looking from your tablet, but if you look at the video again, I think both of them was pew-pewing at the dad. Because the daddy was already in the yard. So he kind of had the ups on. He already don't peep the scenery. The dad already don't peep the scenery. He already see what's going on. He see the vehicle. He already know who in there. And then you don't, because he was driving slow. He was on the road. But if you notice, he was going slow. But when he noticed it, if you look at it, he started driving a little faster. The dad. He started driving a little faster to get up in the yard, because he had already made it up in the yard. And that's when they did the turn. But they came up on the side and they blocked his vehicle in. They blocked the driveway in. And remember, he was a driver. So when they jumped out, the two guys jumped out. So he had to hurry up and jumped out, because the one guy had to run around the car. So it made more sense why the other guy, like you said, he was pew-pewing at him. So I believe the one that was in the passenger seat jumped out and started pew-pewing at the daddy. That's why the daddy had to run. And then the other one came from around the car. And by that time, remember, I think you're right. And that's when he came from around, and that's when the baby ran up in the yard. And that's when he started chasing the baby. And that's when he grabbed him. But the baby definitely de-escalated it. That's sad. And that, do you think it has something to do with? Yup, I do. I think the dad seen the truck down the street. Yup, I believe he did. I really think the dad knew the vehicle. He knew the truck. I believe the daddy was living a lifestyle, a lavish lifestyle, because based on some of the pictures with the mom, with the little boy, how they dressed, we look, come on, we know they was out there. He was out there, that lifestyle. I'm not gonna say he did. I don't believe. What my opinion. He probably was just that. I think he was like that top dog. You know what I mean? He was that go getter. He was that man. So they probably knew we gonna rob him. I don't think he did nothing to nobody. I think they went to I don't know, y'all, I don't know, cause they was pew pewing at him. Cause even if you rob someone, you not just gonna immediately start pew pewing. You get what I'm saying? They came out the truck pew pewing at him. Even if they want to rob him, they would have just caught him a different space and give me that. You know what I'm saying? The pat down, give me that. But they came out pew pewing. So I don't know if it's they was trying to take him out because maybe he's the man, maybe he's the top dog. Whatever going on with him, he already knows somebody at his neck. Somebody at his throat. We call it throat. Somebody at his throat. And he's not safe. Wherever he's not safe. He's no longer safe. They proved that to let him know he's not safe. He's not safe at all. He gonna have to watch his back at all times. He need to stay away from family members' houses. He need to stay from everybody's house. Cause they went to his auntie house. That's what happened to my son and my little cousin. When you got people beefing with you, and when you got, my son was an innocent bystander and my little cousin from an altercation. It could have been an altercation from a fight. When my little cousin lost his life, it was because of an altercation. When somebody felt threatened because they had some beef or fight. And I guess they feel like my little cousin had the upper hand or whatever. And they came to pew-pew my little cousin down. But even in the midst of them pew-pewing him and unaliving him, they took my son's life in the process of it. He was an innocent bystander. No case, no face. You know, no face, no case. You get what I'm saying? So it could have been he had the plug. I think the daddy ran off from the plug. He could have been the one with the plug. He could have been the one that probably had an altercation or an argument. Or he probably put them pawpaws on somebody and they don't know how to handle and to take a L. And they didn't want to take the L. So it's so many things. It could have been that. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to lose fights. So we ain't going to speculate. We just saying, we just assumption that it could have been a lifestyle or it could have been an altercation. And maybe that person felt like they didn't win it. And now they want to come back with the pew-pew. You get what I'm saying? So, and the one that took the baby, he was just stupid. He just wasn't even thinking. And I know they cussed him out. You don't talk. Now we got a whole, y'all went from, you had a better chance with the pew-pewing. You already don't pull the pistol. You don't pull the, all this is premeditated. Because y'all sat there and y'all waited. So now it's premeditated. Now you got 2 counts, premeditation, kidnapping, 2, maybe more than that. Because I think it was 2 people for everybody or every person that came out that house. They could be charged with, a case of premeditated. Maybe not in a minute that they pulled it and they set them rounds off, it definitely was it went to premeditated. And then y'all kidnap. They don't y'all know they got some heavy charges on them? Them some heavy, serious charges that they got. And they're gonna charge them for everybody that was in that house. Every person that was in that house. They're gonna charge them. Also, it was the aunt's house. Right. So we agreed that it could have been he could have been that boy, that man with that money, but I don't think he had nothing on him. Or it could have been an altercation that he got into a fist fight, got into an altercation. Good morning. He got into an altercation, and whoever the person didn't want to take their L, everybody don't like to take a L. When they get, see, people don't like to throw them hands no more. And when they throw them hands and they take a L, they feel embarrassed. So whoever the person was, didn't want to take a L. I'm just saying, we just speculating. It's all fair use. We just opinionated. They didn't want to take that L. So they felt like if we take this L, I ain't going down like that. I ain't taking no L like that. And I believe that's what happened. But y'all know this story gonna unfold and it's gonna get deep. Y'all know us. We gonna dissect this thing and we gonna break it down like a fraction. We definitely gonna break this story down like a fraction. But yeah, definitely a good story. Definitely. Ibu, good morning. How are you doing? From Indonesia. Y'all see, I'm trying. JT, she from Miami. She got her signature lipstick. She got a signature lipstick, lip liner, chestnut, and the glassy gloss. I gotta put my pink back on because I was drinking my coffee. So I'm trying her little signature. It was real cute earlier. Gigi, what time you coming back on? Because I want to talk about this some more. I don't want to miss you. I wasn't planning on coming back. Do you want me to come back on? I could come back on if you want me to come back on. Give me a good time. I could come back because it's 11 o'clock. I'm trying to see, do I have anything to do? I'm going to go get my truck washed. You want me, if I could come back on, I'm going to go, okay. Yeah, I'll probably just be seeing her uploading some videos and things like that. Because I got to keep myself in that algorithm. Because, baby, I've been working overtime to get my stuff out of red. But I'm probably finna go get my truck washed. I need to go live on TikTok live too. It's 11 o'clock. I should go get my brows done. I could come back. What time you want me to come back? Or we could do it tomorrow. Blessing chosen. What's good for you? I could come back probably about 2 o'clock maybe. Or we could just finish the topic tomorrow. Because I don't want to get caught up in some stuff that I'm doing. But we definitely can continue this topic. Because it's a lot to dig in. We ain't even made it to the other topic yet. Because I definitely want to know more about the dad. Blessing Chosen, you still in here? We could, whatever time I'm up today. Okay. So I'm going to get off of here and go run some errands. Y'all hit that notification. Blessing Chosen. Definitely I'll come back at 2 o'clock and we could chime more into this because it's definitely good. You get what I'm saying? Because we focusing on, I like to get to the root of things. I like to get my brain to thinking and moving around, exercising this brain of mine. But I definitely will come back at 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all get y'all notifications for those of you. Okay, bye. I'll try to come back at 2. Okay, Annie. So for those of you that may come back in, recap and replay the video, we're gonna come back at 2 o'clock. And we're gonna talk more about the 7-year-old, the situation leading up into everything. With the little kid going missing because we know it's definitely more to the story. But we definitely gonna come back. So y'all hit those notifications. And those of you that come on replay, I want to thank everyone. Annie, Blessing Chosen, Ebu, who else in here? Cara, if you still here. Jasmine, if you still here. Everybody that chimed in this morning. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you all. I definitely thank you all for your support. And thank you for joining me on my channel. Thank you for your input. And I will see you all back here at 2 o'clock. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Let me get up out of here. If you could come back, Jasmine. Because this definitely is good. Jasmine, we want to hear from you. Make sure you chime in on this. You know, you may think it's something and we may not see what you see. You know, we all see things different. So, y'all make sure y'all chime back in at 2 o'clock. Blessed Chosen, I'll see you here at 2. And the rest of you, I'll see you all back here at 2 o'clock. Y'all have a good one. All right. We'll be back.